Welcome to today's Seidokan Saturday. The next kihon, or basic technique that I teach to move from the white belt to the yellow or 10th kyu level in my dojo is Mae Geri. And I teach two kicks. We're going to cover just Mae Geri today. Mae Geri means a kick to the front. And there are several variations and ways to do this, from the push kick to the front instep kick to the front snap kick, ball of the foot, kicking with the toes, the old school Okinawan way. A lot of variations. The one that I teach is the basic Mae Geri using the ball of the foot. The ball of the foot is where we make contact when we stand on tiptoe. We call it tiptoe, but we're really on the ball of the foot. And to accomplish that requires a little bit of foot articulation, because we want to extend like we're pointing our toes, but then only the toes pull up and back, not my whole foot being dorsiflex. So I'm plantar flex, which means I'm pointing my toe, and only the toes pull back to do the Mae Geri. So that may take some practice to get used to before you try to kick the bag and end up breaking your toes or hurting your ankle or some other thing. Practice getting your foot position right first. Every kick, almost, has four basic positions: the chamber, the extension of the kick, the rechamber, and the placing down of the foot. Mae Geri done to the side. We're going to lift our knee, ideally as high as we can. For self-defense, we're not going to kick higher than waist level, but kicking higher is good for practice for flexibility and mobility, etc. So we lift the knee, extend the ball of the foot, rechamber, step down. Knee up, ball of the foot, rechamber, and down. The four phases of the kick should go 1, 2, 3, 4. And on 2 and 3, my knee should stay at the same height. I'm retracting the kick forcefully and quickly so it won't get grabbed and I'm not left with my leg hanging out in a self-defense situation. So we would count it 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice a slight push of the hip to extend the kick forward. Make sure again that the knee doesn't drop after the kick. It's not a swing like punting a football, it's a poke, like a jab at my opponent. Next, we put this kick into motion. So walking with the front kick, just like walking with the punches, we start Zenkutsudachi Gerambarai, front stance, low block. Chamber your hands, force your body to learn to balance. Lift the knee, kick, step forward to your next front stance. Lift the knee, kick, step forward to your next front stance. From here, we learn to turn. There are a couple of basic different ways to turn to the back. In Shorin-ryu systems, if I'm assuming someone behind me, I'm going to pull away from them, pivoting on what was my front foot, step out, so what was my rear foot becomes the front. From here, we go forward again, Mae Geri, front kick, Mae Geri, into my front stance. Noabe, step back finish, and bow. That's the basic practice for white to yellow belt of Mae Geri, or the front ball of the foot kick. If you have questions, comments, suggestions, share, like, subscribe, do all those good things. Let's help each other out with learning our Seidokan. And until next week, keep practicing.